Hey folks, welcome back to our channel here, Timagine Family Leisure. Just want to start out by thanking everybody who's taking their time to check us out on YouTube, whether it's our shorts or our first and second episode. Just kind of put this together to have some fun as a family, and it does, as I'm sure other YouTubers know, it takes a little bit of work to put these together and put them up there for you guys to view as well. But we've been having a pretty good time with it so far, so as long as we keep having a good time with it, we'll keep it going. But again, we're up over 1,000 views right now, so we appreciate all the love and support. Just real quick, we want to introduce ourselves again. If this is your first time here, my name is Tim. This is my son Noah. Say hi.
Hi.
This is my daughter London.
Hi.
And we're here to give you another video. This one here is very educational, but fun as well. We're going to have a little fun with it at the end, but it's more, hey, fall weather's coming. We're getting into those colder months throughout the country. Obviously hotter in some areas versus other areas, but this is when all of our friendly furry rodents start coming out and want to try and find their way into the house and share our meals with us without us knowing and not paying your rent. Messed up. So I'm here to help you with that. Just a little background on myself. I've been doing pest control now for almost 13 years, I believe, and I'm not sure what my daughter's doing right now. What are you doing?
Nothing.
Okay. So I got some tricks up my sleeve as far as things that can help you keep the mice out of your house, or if they're already in your house, how to get them out of your house. So yeah, so we're going to cut here and pick back up off where we want to start educating you a little bit. We'll see you over there. Folks, welcome back. So I'm going to go over a few things with you to try and help out with your mouse situation. There's even, if you have voles too, the method on the exterior works for voles as well. I'm basically going to show you some things you can get yourself, some things you can do yourself before you may need to call a professional company like I work for. But then I'll kind of go over what we do as well, which some of it you could also do yourself, just to try and help. So first thing I want to show you is this guy here. It's a glue trap, glue pad, some people call them. You can pretty much buy these anywhere, but they work just sitting them straight up like this. The biggest thing you got to do is when you set these, make sure you're putting them up against a wall or in corners, because mice use their whiskers to travel, and they usually travel along walls, and that's setting these up in the middle of the house or setting them in the middle of a room or something like that, in the middle of your basement, garage. Those tend to be the hot spots. Just set them in the middle somewhere. It doesn't always work. It can work if they get sporadic, but if you want success right away, you got to make sure you put this stuff up that I'm about to show you up against the wall and in corners. So again, you could just take this off and just sit it just like that, but they're very, 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 very sticky. So if you accidentally step on it or you drop it like that, you're going to be peeling it off for a few days. So what you can do is a lot of these, if you can see that, they have perforated lines. You can turn them into a box. So I'm going to show you how to do that real quick. You even have spots on here where you can mark the date and time that you set it and everything. So eventually it's going to look like that. But first you want to bend it on the perforated lines. Don't take the sticky thing off yet, or you're going to be stuck to it and it's just going to become trash. So once you get it the way you want it, then you can peel it off just like that. I'll show you how sticky that is. See how sticky? It's sticky. I know you heard that. So then you just pop the little lip into the hole, and there you go. So now you can even use it for insects too. If you see on there, these are really good for spiders and crickets because they're stupid and they just end up getting stuck on it, and you can throw it away once you find it. But basically you just want to take it, if you want to find me over here, and just set it up against the wall like that, and eventually you'll find something gets stuck in there. A lot of times snakes get stuck on them too if they're looking for the mice. So you might go out and see something freaky, but it works for snakes too. At that point, if you don't know what you're doing, I would definitely call a pest control technician and have them come take it out for you. So that's the first thing I wanted to show you. Now this guy here, I know we're all familiar with. plastic snap traps. I'm going to show you how to set one here in a second, but I kind of want to show you over here first. Now what you want to do is if you get to a point where you realize, okay, mice are coming in my basement or coming in my garage or in my kitchen, really what you want to do is you want to set some up in a row, but don't set them yet. Just make sure you have peanut butter. Cheese works too, but peanut butter they have to work for a little bit more, so it actually is a better option. But first you just want to set a few up and just put peanut butter or cheese on it and let that be there for a while. I would say in like a day or two come back. If you notice some of the peanut butter is missing, great, they found the traps. The worst thing you want to do is set them right away or just set them in the middle somewhere. Again, you want to do it up against the wall, in corners, I don't know, by plumbing, by heating vents, you know, pretty much anywhere they can get in at from the outside. So once you have a few set up, just like this with the bait on it, and you realize, okay, something's eating my bait, then that's when you actually want to set your trap. So these traps here, you can get a 4-pack for like $2 at Home Depot. You can buy more or less, totally up to you. Victor is probably the most popular one. They've been around for, I don't even know how long, probably centuries. Now, it's very tricky. You gotta take some patience. Hopefully you don't have shaky hands, because worst thing we want you to do is lose any digits on setting these things up. So basically, you have this guy here. Typically it'll be stapled to it like that. There'll be a little staple here. I already popped mine off to make it loose, so you'll want to get rid of that staple. Then you basically pull this guy back, and you got to get it down in place. Now it has this spring on here. It's very, watch, very tension. You don't want that to happen to your finger, because that's it's gonna hurt for a while. So basically, you want to get this guy out of the way, pull this back. Now right here, this is where you put the peanut butter or cheese or whatever. Right on this little lip is where you gotta set this thing. So you gotta be really careful with it. Hopefully I get it right on the first try. Let's see. So you gotta get it right on the lip. Oh, I just had it. You might have to let go a little bit. And you can tell if it's set or not. Like that. Now, you gotta be very careful with setting it down. You can't slam it down or anything. As soon as anything feels any pressure on that, it's going. So, you gotta set it down nice and steady. Just like that. And then, again, once you notice something is eating that bait, then you can set something on there. And as soon as something hits that, watch what happens. Boom! Got it. So, that's how you set one of these guys. I don't know how many times I've gone out to people's homes as a pest technician and seen these things in the middle of floors, in the middle of garages. They're not going to do anything there. I mean, you really, really have to get lucky that they find that. Now, if you have a pest control company, there is some baits out there like this too that you can actually buy yourself. We have certain ones we like to use called Final Block or Contract, and I'm just gonna put some gloves on just because I don't always like holding things in my hand without gloves. So this is what it looks like. There's a couple different kind. This one has more of like a seedy. It almost reminds you of like a granola bar. It's kind of how it smells and tastes to them. And we use these stations here inside. You can buy some like this in the store as well. They have different sizes and stuff. The coolest thing about these is you can't get to the bait. It's tucked in here to where, just say your child tries to put their finger in here or something like that, they can't get to it. You have to use a key like this to pop it. This is the Contract one. It's a different color. And they travel up in here and start chewing away in there. It snaps shut just like that. And same thing with these. If you're going to use this kind, either put them up against the wall like that, or if you have a corner, better yet, you can stick it in like a corner like that, and they'll find their way through there. So again, most pest control companies will use those with this kind of bait. Now I'm going to show you a couple things over here. You can stop.
Go.
Now here you go. So here's a good example. This is right under our kitchen sink. You see that big opening right there? That is a huge spot for mice to come in at. Now really, mice only need that big of a hole, the size of your pinky, to get inside. There's actually another hole right here by this red plumbing line coming in. That right there, you have to go down a little bit, I think.
Oh, the little tiny.
Yeah, hopefully it's not too blurry there.
Sorry.
There you go.
It's like right
See
down
that?
there.
That is actually big enough too. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you. So this is called steel wool. Almost looks like a Brillo pad. I'll show you the bag here in a second too. They have different levels of how much it hurts, basically, for the mice to try and push through that. But really what you want to do is you want to get some of this and you want to shove it down in a hole. So that way, when they try and push through it, it's going to hurt. And they're going to say, ouch, I don't want to push through any farther. So another thing you want to look for is if you see that right there, my flashlight away, pan down a little bit. Oh, right there.
Oh.
That right there is a mouse turd. So if you have any confusion on what a mouse turd looks like, that's it. So one thing you can do right there is look for places under your sinks, in your garage, in your basement. I'm going to show you another really popular spot here. If you look right here, that is actually, there's our microwave. That's where another mouse was trying to get into our house. Up in the cabinet, he was actually eating our bag of oats. And he said, yeah, it's not gonna work. As you can see, I got one of my boxes there. Got some steel wool in there now. So we should be good to go with that. So I wanted to point that out to you as another hot spot. Sorry for the bouncy camera, but I'm gonna take you over here so I can show you this, what the package of the steel wool looks like. So here's what you want to look for if you go to the store. As I showed you, they have different grades, different levels of pokiness. You can get them pretty much at any hardware store, Home Depot, Lowe's, Tractor Supply, even Walmart sells it. But yeah, the pokier the better if you have a big problem, and just try and find those openings like I just showed you, and you can use some of that yourself. Now I'm going to show you some things on the outside, because obviously that's where they're coming from, that you can also do to help with your mouse problem this fall and winter. So also, just another little household tip. I'm sure everybody knows what cinnamon is, right? So mice don't like cinnamon. They don't like the smell of it. They don't like the taste of it. So another little household trick, if you have cinnamon sticks, wrap a few together. You can put them in your cabinets or in your drawers, and it should help deter mice from getting into your house. Or you could get some cinnamon oil and put it on a cotton ball and set a few of those in your cabinets and drawers and such, or under your sinks. I mean, technically you could scatter what I just showed you all over your counters and stuff. It's supposed to help, but I wouldn't do that unless you're like crazy infested or something like that. Okay, so now we're outside. This right here I wanted to show you is our big stations that we use in pest control. Same bait goes in them. Yes, I'm not wearing gloves this time, but yeah, I wash my hands before I stick in my mouth. Anyway, so these are bigger versions of the ones that I showed you inside. Basically, when we're outside, we're gonna sit them by places like this, and they'll go in there, and that's mainly what we want to work. We want them to eat the stuff that's on the outside and die out here, so that way there's no reason for them to go inside. But what you can do on the outside is grab yourself some caulk, and grab yourself the steel wool I was telling you about. And what you want to do is you want to look for places down this way, like that, right there, places like this right here. That's where they really love to come in at. Now, you got openings here, you got openings here. Sometimes it'll be in a garage, Maybe you have bad weather seals or weather stripping or something like that. They can come in there as well. The same deal. Just take some steel wool.
The fact that they can fit in that little tiny spot right there amazes me.
Yep. So you take some steel wool off. Get it close to your hole. Grab yourself a screwdriver and shove it in there. Now you see how easy that went in? That means that's a pretty big hole, so you're probably gonna need more. So you're going to stuff that thing tight. See, there we go. Now nothing's gonna push through that. Now for a hole like that, something smaller, use your caulk. And you're gonna go to caulk up around it as best as you can. Get it up around the hole. Get that thing sealed tight. Go. It's slippery because of the vinyl. And you can even use caulk and steel wool at the same time. You could do steel wool and caulk over top of it. It really doesn't matter. But that's mainly what you need to do. You gotta go around the outside of your house and figure out where they're coming in at. Again, it's usually around AC lines, power lines, plumbing lines, and then check your basements, check your garages, because they can come in there as well. And then just looking under sinks and everything like that, you should be set. So hopefully you learned something new today. Now we're gonna head on back to the dining room and have a little fun. Hey folks, welcome back again. So hopefully you learned something new today to try and help with the mouse situation, whether you're trying to be preventative or you actively have an issue. Either way, hopefully a lot of what I shared with you today will help you out. Very worst case scenario, give a pest control technician a call and they can definitely help you with their experience on our methods professionally on how to take care of that. So it's our time to have a little fun now. First I want to introduce somebody. There's Mommy. Everybody gets to finally meet Mom. Kids have been looking forward to this part of the video for a long time. So we know mice love sweets, they love snacks, they love peanut butter, and they love cheese. So what we're gonna do is we have 5 different kinds of cheese here. We're gonna all try. Go ahead, what do you want to say?
Well, we got extra sharp cheddar, Swiss, Gouda, pepper jack, and
Colby and Monterey Jack.
Colby and Monterey Jack.
So we're all gonna try it and see which one is our favorite, which one we don't like. The kids may or may not try the pepper jack. We shall see. It's probably gonna be my favorite, to be honest with you, but
It's your favorite.
anyway, look at it. We're gonna just have some fun with it and give it all a shot. So, which one do you want to start out with?
This one.
Okay, extra sharp cheddar. Everybody grab a piece.
I'll take this piece.
You were supposed to take the whole slice, bud. There you go. There you go. You eat as much as you want. Okay, and let us know. What do you think?
Yummy! Yum!
Mm-hmm.
This is
Extra
yum.
sharp cheddar is really good.
Better than Wellica cheddar.
That's sharp.
It was better than Wellica.
Very good. I'm good with one bite.
I'm going with the whole spice.
I'm gonna hold mine in case I need a chaser.
Oh yeah.
Because
We
I'm
can
gonna
finish that
fry
later.
pepper
Which
jack.
guy? Which one you want to try next?
Let's-
Pepper jack.
Well, I'm gonna eat it.
You guys want to try it?
You can try a bite. If you
wanna
don't
try
like it, you can take it
Okay,
out.
and put that down.
It's like, I don't like it.
There you go. No, doesn't want to try it. Mommy can try it.
How about that?
Okay, cheers.
Yeah, but I'm doing peppers. Yeah.
Like it, Lulu?
You can
Wow.
definitely feel a little bit of the zest on your tongue.
This
I
is
love it.
yummy.
But
I actually just put some on some burgers yesterday. Yeah, it's good. They have way spicier cheeses. You don't like it? That's funny. All right, let's go to.
Wow, I don't know, it wasn't as bad. I tolerated that.
Here we go.
Well, and you know y'all are gonna love this because this is pretty much the cheese cubes that we get you guys. Lulu, you gotta come closer.
That's pretty good.
Wow, that's so bite even. That's the cubes. And the
That's not yummy as that one. I'm gonna eat this whole thing too.
Which one you want to try next, the Swiss or the Gouda? Because you don't know what Gouda is.
Swiss.
He wants the big holy one that makes a C.
Not me.
Want that one?
Me.
You want this one?
Yeah.
now we'll put the cheese down that you got.
This one.
So technically, Mommy's
We're
favorite
gonna try it down.
has always been Swiss, but
You go.
this specific Swiss, I don't think she likes too much.
Not by itself.
But we're gonna try that one. It's good with it's good with mushroom and Swiss burgers. That's good.
That's what I do.
Not too bad.
I'm gonna eat this.
You eat more than one.
That's what I do.
Great.
I don't want to eat this.
Just set it down.
Set it right there. I used to hate Swiss.
I'm not eating this.
Okay, set it down. You don't like it?
Okay, last one.
I actually ate two pieces. Oh, maybe it's because it's thinner.
Okay, here's that one.
I'm gonna have Gouda.
Yummy. Yes.
When this is yummy, she hasn't even bitten or swallowed it yet.
I would taste the yummiest. Yeah, this is yummy. Yummy, yummy,
Tell me what
yummy.
it tastes.
It tastes like white cheddar. Like white cheddar Cheez-Its.
Yeah, this is yummy. I'm gonna eat this whole thing.
That's kind of what it tastes like.
Me too.
So anyway, what do you think was your favorite, London?
Let's go.
The Gouda? Which one did you not like the most?
Pepper.
Pepper one? What about you?
My favorite was the Monterey Jack, and then my least favorite, since I did try the pepper jack, was the Swiss.
Okay. I'm gonna say my favorite was probably the Gouda. And then pepper jack would be a slight second. Well, yeah, I guess I'll put that second. I guess the Swiss I probably didn't enjoy the most, but I've never really been a Swiss guy, but it wasn't disgusting. What about you?
The Gouda was delicious. Extra sharp cheddar was delicious. I didn't mind the pepper jack. It was actually pretty good. I handled that better than I thought it was.
You also
Very
like Monterey Jack?
zesty, so if you're not into spices and stuff, you can definitely do that one because I'm not into spices and I tolerated that. And the Swiss, I think, was actually better because it wasn't thick. But
You guys
you eat
need
too
all
much
you
of
want.
that. Woo!
So, in closing, tomorrow is our son Noah's 8th birthday. So, happy birthday, Noah. I also want to announce that I officially have all my tracks for my debut album copyrighted. The artwork is ready to go for the album. I just got to put out some demos and see what happens now. And then soon here, my album and all the tracks will be available to download on all your favorite streaming services, whether it's Amazon or
What are you eating?
iTunes or whichever.
Well, I'm gonna put it.
Anyway,
The trash can.
with that being said, we want to thank you guys again for tuning in. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Like I said, every week is something different. So, anyway, have a great week. Thank you again for all the subscribers that have subscribed so far, all the views we've had. Keep sharing with your friends and family. Hopefully, you guys are having fun with the videos like we are. All right, we'll catch you on the next one. God bless.
Bye.
Bye.
Say bye.
Bye.